will be attempting Project 6, Vocal Variety. And the objectives are to use voice, volume, pitch, rate, and quality, unlike me, who has a sore throat, to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Secondly, to use pauses. So, to avoid speaking a runaway train, to enhance your message. And finally, to use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. The evaluator for this speech is competent communicator Carl Wong. The time sequence is 5 to 7 minutes, as is the same as the previous speaker's speech. I shall not get Gladys to repeat the sequence. The speaker is a retiree who spends his time traveling around the world with his wife.
Jealous.
This is a speaker for whom technology has enhanced his happiness. Because with technology, he's able to fly around the world. And whenever he goes jogging in a park in Glasgow, or he's drinking beer in Budapest, Hungary, he will send a WhatsApp message of him enjoying himself to me. That is inspiring for me, because it inspires me to work hard, to aspire to work as hard as he does, make a fortune, and retire young, retire rich. Today is going to be speaking on the ABC of planning a honeymoon. Raise your hands if you're interested to know. Wow, he's got a ready audience, hungry for his knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Peter Cole.
Love my beautiful people.
Wow.
Buongiorno!
Buongiorno, signore.
Imagine getting away from the monotony of your everyday life. Lying on the beach, sipping a cold lemonade, miles away from your worries, or getting a report to your demanding boss, or rushing to your customers, or handling a difficult customers. But most of it all, the stress of preparing a Toastmasters speech. Great thank President, guests, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. I've been traveling a fair bit the last couple of years, and I thought tonight I may just want to share a tip or two to the newlywed who are actually planning for a honeymoon. First, packing. Lay all your clothes and all your money that you need for the trip on the bed. And then take half the clothes but twice the money. Of course, the clothes for the lady, they can keep half of it and just take half of it. But for the guys, they gotta take twice the money. Guys, don't hold on to your money tenaciously. If you think that's not enough, get yourself a few credit cards. And make sure you call the bank to increase the limit. It's embarrassing. You'll be down there and the lady tell you, "Oh sir, your limit is up." It's embarrassing. Next, the airport security. Upon reaching the airport security, it's always good not to stay behind some old folks. Well, in most cases, their bodies are littered with hidden matters. This, of course, if you have plenty of time to waste, and you realize that actually your flight is delayed upon reaching the airport. Alternatively for you guys, if that lane, the security officer happens to be a Nice Universe lookalike. But then, if that is the reason, Owen, my suggestion to you is to keep it to yourself. Otherwise, your honeymoon will most certainly be over before it begins. Upon reaching the destinations of your honeymoon, don't get too a little bit worried if you realize that you don't understand anybody. The truth to it is, they don't understand you too. But if you really, really need to talk or say something, because you need to find directions, and it happens to be in mainland Europe, my suggestion to you guys is don't ask in English. for reasons that I do not understand myself, the mainlanders don't seem to like English very much. So if I were you, I will ask in any language other than English. It could be Chinese, Malay, Indian, Hokkien, Cantonese, Martian, anything but English. I mean, like I'll just tell them, say, 请问先生，如果要去这个小尔登酒店是怎么样去呢？ The guy that you're probably asking for a direction will get a little bit impatient and paranoid. You come a point, you say, oh, Chinaman, you think you can speak a little English? This is the time where you actually break to your fullest English and say, oh yes sir, I'd like to know how to get to Sheraton Hotel. Hotel. Next. Well, if you want to have a tentacious relationship with your other half, anyways, a honeymoon, please book into a 5-star hotel. Impress your other half and make sure guys, when you make the booking, check the brochure. Make sure it's 5 stars and not anything else like moon stars or anything. But most important of all, make sure you come with a big comfortable bed. Well, after all, you guys are supposed to be on honeymoon. You're supposed to be spending most of your time on it. Am I right or am I not? Okay, when we actually finish all this stuff, we need to eat. What is better than actually eating the best restaurant that you're in, the town or city? And how do you get around to the best restaurant? Truth is, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. If it sounds a little bit complicated, don't get too worried about it. Because 4 is actually the thing itself. So 1, Google best restaurant in the town or city you're in. 2, go and eat in the restaurant that's closest to you unless it looks ridiculous. Right? And 3, voila, congratulations. You guys now can have great pictures and show it off to your friends in Facebook. Now that you have heard all the above, you guys are all ready to go for your honeymoon. No? Something missing? Oh, I think some of you sitting down there probably thinking I missed an important track, and that's sightseeing. But the truth is, I didn't miss it. Because I'm really saving it for you guys to go back and visit with your children. By then, you can probably have all the time you want to sightsee and probably plus McDonald's as well. And you can actually check in a simple hotel with a simple bed because you're not likely going to use it very much. Now that you've actually packed a bag, passed through the customs, you already know how to actually ask for directions, and you find yourself a comfortable bed, and you eat in the best restaurant in town, you're all ready to go for your honeymoon. Back to you. Wow.